All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rosen will throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rosen to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's... brought down at the 41.
Dalvin Tomlinson on the tackle. 2 yards on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Mark 47. I got it. Alert. 47 to Mark 47.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First down, Dolphin.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They've moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To try again after the sack. Rosen, his throw caught right around the 6. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Now Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, he's going to air one out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while.
Like, he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Delage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Miami.
7-7, our score after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it with Delage. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You don't want this. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Tight down, there you go. Where's 52? Watch 52.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Balaj. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 4th down. Here's Rosen. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Marcus Golden. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Protein spill.
Jones on 1st down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
And the Giants first down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
At the 27-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
50, play. 52,
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And this is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003.
36. Motion. 80. 47.
Play action here with Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. Check 55, Mike. Move. I'm coming up to you. Hey, check Mike. Watching your guard.
Jones now throwing on first down. Caught right side, Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he's forced out left. And this will be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Returnable for Grant. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Rosen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kareem Martin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ready. 18
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Gallman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide.
Devontae Parker got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Gallman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gallman will run it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Delta. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Now.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. He finds Coleman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rosen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. 18 Gator. All day, dog. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Jones on third down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settled for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Rosen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
47's the mic. We're not ready for this, man.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Fight.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, first down.
It's a gain of 11. Brought down by Eric Berry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Saquon Barkley running right. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. With that penalty, they only need 1 yard for the 2-point conversion.
And that can make all the difference trying to get those 2 points, right? Inches count down here in short territory. Maybe now they can get the 2 points that they want a lot easier.
Rosal's good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alec Ogletree able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.